guys, I did promise that I would show you the view in the last vlog, but then I forgot and the video got quite long, so I thought I would give you a quick view of that this morning. Yeah, so we are, oh, can you see that? Grapevines in the background. See, things grow here. I'm looking at a massive fig tree. Things grow here that just don't grow back home. We're already out and about this morning. It's 9:15 and we're going down to the market in the town. I refer to it as market day, as my husband said. No, we're just going to the market. Bit of a quirk, since I'm already talking about Italian quirks. We were in the bar last night chatting amongst quite a few of us, and a friend of the family started talking about how you've got to dress up for market day, because he's not Italian either, and he kind of thought, why have you got to dress up for market day? And I never forget the first time I came out to Italy and my husband kind of said that, and I was like, why do you have to dress up to go to a market? But back in the day, that would probably be the only time that people actually got to see each other. They would have all congregated in the square for the market to do their main shop, because even on a Sunday there are little churches everywhere, so people wouldn't even have congregated together for mass, so it would have been the only time really they would have seen each other. So of course it would have been an occasion for kind of like Sunday best. Yeah, you know, for the men, hats would have been on, you know, suits. Yeah, so it's been very much part of the culture. So of course, being non-Italian, you don't kind of realise things like this, how actually certain traditions are still carried forward. So yeah, so we are off to the market to buy more food, basically, because I will show you anyway what the kind of market looks like. But it's very much, if you think about a farmer's market back home, that's very much what it's like. It's very much like a farmer's market. Sort of people selling stuff that they produce. There'll be, you know, sort of vans selling things like salamis and prosciutto and parmigiano. There'll be lots of fruit stalls. There will be people selling things like tablecloths and, you know, the usual type of, if you think about what an Italian tablecloth might look like. In fact, you would have seen ours when I did the road trip. You would have seen that little blue check one. Yeah, so very Italian, very, very traditional. So I will wander you around the market so you can have a look. But every single town in Italy has a market day, where these markets, these kind of farmer markets, really sort of like travel around. Yeah, depending on the size of the town, depends on the size of the market. But yeah, so we're going to market day, and that is where we buy our gorgonzola, our parmesan, you name it, all our fresh stuff. The fruit that we usually buy here, we tend to buy from the market rather than from the supermarket, because it's more ripe, it's sweeter, so we always buy nectarines, and the nectarines are huge and they are so incredibly sweet. So yes, I will take you to market day with us. actually down for market day, as I'd already said, but we thought we would escape the busyness, and I would show you around a little bit of the old town. In fact, there's some bits that I've never even seen before. If my husband said, "Oh, you've never been down here?" I was like, "No." So yeah, it's a very, very, very old historic town, and with a huge castle, which I may or may not have put those clips in just yet. But yeah, it's really pretty. Really, there are some buildings that have been really well restored and preserved. So yeah, so I thought I would show you a little bit around. You know, a little bit of history as we go around before we go back to, you know, resume the normal shopping kind of stuff that I normally like to do. Yeah, so I will cut to some more clips. That this castle behind me, Hannibal, while he was trying to conquer the Romans, coming over the Alps, had to use elephants, and one of the elephants came to rest, and the remains are said to be buried in the grounds of the castle. Good afternoon, guys. We are back from market day. I've got changed because I'm just about to cook. Let me show you what we've got. Oh, I forgot to say as well in my last vlog, when I went to Rossetti, I also bought myself a mug. Yum, yum, yum. Yummy, yummy. Right, what else have I got? So, in market day, there is a van that sells all of it. So I've got unetto, which is 100 grams of prosciutto. They call it, so back in the UK we used to call it prosciutto di Parma or prosciutto. Over here prosciutto means ham, so, well, not over here, prosciutto means ham. And they do crudo, which is the one that you normally think of as prosciutto di Parma, and they've got prosciutto cotto, which you would normally think of as normal cooked ham. So prosciutto crudo, got gorgonzola, and this gorgonzola, if you're not a blue cheese lover, look away now, but this, even when it's in the fridge, is still melty, because obviously gorgonzola needs to be eaten at room temperature when it's a bit more liquidy. So yes, even in the fridge, this is still a bit liquidy. This is the best gorgonzola ever, without exception. We've also got, now, this is how Parmesan or Parmigiano Reggiano is sold in Italy. You see that block? That is a 1.2 kilos of cheese. So the cheese, the Parmigiano you normally get back home is usually 24-month cured. This is 36, and the really good stuff is about 48. But yeah, so Parmigiano Reggiano. More lettuce, because we go through buckets full of it. Tomatoes. Now, interesting enough again, over here, when you go to buy tomatoes on the market, they refer to them as, these are pomodoro, tomato, pomodoro per insalata, so tomatoes for salad, or the bigger ones, the uglier ones, are pomodoro per sugo, so for sauce. So yes, they tend to refer to them as that, rather than, you know, they just call them cherry. But generally, if you say pomodoro per insalata, then this is kind of what you get. If you say pomodoro per sugo, you get the big ones, the plum tomatoes. So tomatoes. I have got only two. I've got 2 apples for my overnight oats. What else have we got? We've got plums. Yummy, yummy. So we got about 6 of them. They're quite big. But these are the things that we really went for. Can I open this without tearing the bag? So nectarines. We've got about 10 of these nectarines, but they are really quite big, and I have actually quite big hands, so yeah, and they are going to be yellow flesh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I have bought some peaches, or pesca as they called it, nectarines, just nectarine. Can I open this one without it in the bag? And then peaches. Now, the size of those peaches, guys, they are huge, massive. And last but not least, we have got a salami. These are the Boschi Fratelli, so the Boschi brothers basically. These are the best salamis in Italy. They're the best variety. They are so nice. It's a little bit soft, so it could do with being dried out a little bit longer, but as you can see, that is huge. So yes, what we don't eat now, we take back. But yeah, so that's it. That is it for market day. A lot of these things will last us definitely till next market day. I mean, we'll be eating salami, I think, probably the entirety of the day. I know my husband's going to get through that quite quick, and to be honest with you, I like it myself. Yum yum. That'll definitely be gone by next week. That we will definitely be taking at least half of it back with us. But of course, the fruit will be gone like that, really quick. So yeah, that is my little shopping haul from market day. And I better go on my lunch now, which is, guess what? Pasta! It's pasta just with a bit of sauce with salsiccia in. So yeah, so pasta for lunch, really, really quick. Sauce is already done, pasta's on cooking. While the pasta's draining, chuck sauce in, warm it up, chuck it on. Bit of cheese, happy days. Anyway, yeah, so I will see you later. As I was just putting the fruit away, I said to my husband, I said, oh look at that, I said the nectarine's back home and the nectarine's here. So that is the nectarine from back home, because we've still got some that we've brought with us. And that's the one from here. Oh, look at the difference in size of that. But even more astonishing, because I know the peaches back home are about this size as well. This is a peach here. Look at that, it's huge. Because actually even the peach compared to the nectarine is still quite big. But yeah, that's where we used to back home. That's where we got over here. Don't mind yourself.